Morning, everybody. It's just 10 o'clock, so I'm going to wait for the notifications to come through so you guys know I'm live. Okay, got my comments ready. Got everything ready. Just waiting for my Sunday friends to join me. Hi, Sarah. Good morning. Good morning. How is it in Saskatoon today? Is it hot? Hi, Elaine. It's finally turned. The weather has turned for 2 days in Vancouver, and we're most grateful. We actually had some light, misty rain yesterday, and today it's overcast and it might rain. But then we're going back up to 36, I think, by Thursday. Just not made for it in Vancouver. It's just not the temperatures we can handle without air conditioning and whatnot. You had rain finally. I know. Oh, windy. Yeah, you guys are windy in Saskatoon, aren't you? Yeah. It's kind of a windy place, I've heard. But a little rain is good. We don't want the downpours here because then the ground can't absorb the water fast enough and then you get flooding. I think Vancouver Island had flooding yesterday. Hi, Pauline. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Corrine. Oh, I'm glad you caught me live too. Thank you for joining. Okay, we're going to get started, I think, because everyone else can join and catch up. So this was last week's card on our Sunday sketch, right? And when you share my video, hi Jan, when you share my video, so you just click that little share button, and then on comments, just type in shared. I enter you in a draw for the card. So last week's winner is Kathleen Kopagog. So I'll be sending Kathleen last week's card. So I'd really appreciate it if you could share. I'd love that. Thank you. Okay, so today on my blog, Stamp Crazy with Allison, here's my blog address, .ca, I shared this card using the Penguin Place bundle and this was the sketch. Okay, so if you go to my blog, you'll see this card and more information. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Mern. Good morning. So let me tell you a little bit about the Penguin Place. I'm not going to make this card today. I'm just showing you what was on my blog. Okay. So the products that you need for this are the Penguin Place stamp set and the Penguin Builder Punch. How cute are they? Are they not the cutest? Cute, cute. And then I used the Wintry 3D embossing folder. Now there's two in here. One is like a pine bow and the other one is pine branches and the other one is snowflakes, which I love. Hi, Sharon, good morning. So they come two in a set. So I used that. And then I didn't use this ribbon, but isn't this adorable? This is also from the new mini catalog, black and white gingham. And then I'm going to show you the designer series paper. And the reason I'm showing you all of this is because if you purchase these products in a bundle, you will receive my Penguin Place class, take and make class by mail for free. I'll send you the bits to make 4 cards. And so that's all the card stock already cut for you, the envelopes, and all you do is add the products that I'm about to show you because you're going to order them. When you order these, it comes to I think it's $62 Canadian. So you order this product, these, the punch, the stamp set, the dies, and the ribbon, and you earn this for free from Celebration. Isn't that great? And you earn the class for free, which includes a PDF. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Janice, catching up here. Good morning, Gloria. Okay, so that's one side. How cute are they? And then that's the other side. Love. So again, for those arriving late, this was the card that's on my blog this morning. Okay, so I'll post the link to sign up for this class. Today is the last day to sign up for this class. Now, one of the things I was going to show you actually was this card. I just cut out the little characters from the DSP, but on one of the pieces of the DSP, can you see this little penguin here? Check this out. It fits the punch. Whoops, if I can put it in there. There we go. Isn't that cute? So I'm just gonna look online, make sure I've got this so you guys can see. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Elaine. Good morning, everybody. Ooh. There, so you can see. See, and then I can just punch him out. And look at that. How cute is that? Now on the card I did for my blog this morning, I actually added some Winkostella. I don't know if you can see that, to his paws, his tummy, the penguin fur. Okay, but we're not going to use this stamp set today. I'm going to use a totally different one. So let me get that product here. So I'm going to set this aside. I have a small workspace, obviously, because of the camera, so I don't want to clutter it all up. So here is our sketch that we're going to do, and I'm going to use the Peaceful Place products. So this is a suite. Here it is. Peaceful Place. It's on page 36 and 37 of the mini catalog. I'll raise that up a bit. I don't know how much you can see. We got this side. Yeah, there we go. So we got our nice, beautiful samples. And then we've got our suite. The thing I love about Stampin' Up, they started this about, I guess, 4 years ago, where they actually put together products that go together, so you don't have to guess, oh, what paper can I use with that, or what ribbon. They put it together for you, which I love. So let me show you some of the products that are included in this suite. We've got, good morning, Diane. Good morning. Yes, the card sketch is on my page, Jennifer. I'm starting to thank you guys who join me every week, and those of you joining me for the first time. I'd really love you guys to use the sketch. So I'm wondering if I were to post it, like maybe, you know, a few days earlier. This is the sketch I'm using on Sunday. Maybe you'd like to cut out and stamp along with me and choose some different things and then share what you've stamped. So if that sounds like a good idea, let me know. Okay, so the first thing is we've got our stamp set, Peaceful Cabin, and the dies. Isn't this great? This is so great. Look at all those beautiful dies. So the dies cut out around the cabin. They cut out the fence. You've got some trees, snowflakes. This would be, you know, cutting out a negative, which would be really cool. Then you've also got, this is like a snowbank. What else? The fence. So it's really, really a beautiful stamp bundle. Okay, so that's in the set, or the suite. And then we've got the Timber 3D embossing folder, which is exactly how it sounds. It looks like wood. It's really cool. And it's a 3D, so it cuts really deep and really thick. You will need the larger Stampin' cut and emboss machine for this one. Then we've also got this gorgeous ribbon. I don't know if you can see this ribbon on this color. Let me turn over. You see that? Pretty ribbon. So it's like a white organdy, but it's got, as you turn it, pink and greens and teal little sequins show. It's sort of like a mother of pearl almost. Oh, thanks for sharing, Sharon. I always think that's funny. Sharing, Sharon. Okay, and then we've got these sequins. So the subtle shimmer sequins. Now they don't have adhesive on them, but that's okay. You can pick them up with your, take a pick tool and put them on a little dotted glue or some glue dots. The paper pumpkin glue dots work great for this. Okay, and then sort of the showstopper for this whole suite is the design. Oh, I'll show you this first. These are the, what are these called? These aren't part of the suite. Oh, I thought they were, but they should be. These are the snowflakes. Wonderful snowflakes. I think they're from the one Whimsy and Wonder one that I used the other day on a shaker card, but they would be beautiful with this. Don't they go nice? Should be part of that suite. But here is the kind of showstopper, and that's the paper. So we've got, okay, let me turn this. So they've all got, one side's got kind of a silver accent to it. So you've got these trees, and you've got this beautiful silver embossed. Isn't that gorgeous? And of course, I've cut these down to 6 by 12 just so you guys can see them on camera, right? They come as 12 by 12 and you get 2 of each of these. So look at that. So there's silver on these trees too. And then, oops, silver on this tree. Is that gorgeous? I think this is, and then we've got the snowflakes and there's silver on that. Oh, here we go. And silver, this is like the bark we were talking about before from that timber 3D folder, but it's all silver. And then here, just a really beautiful neutral with silver accents, okay? And so that's one side, and then the other side doesn't have the silver, but it has some really beautiful images. So trees and the cabins. Love the gingham. Do you love the gray gingham? Sort of like the buffalo check. And then this very subtle, and then some kind of spindly trees. And then again, this one that's sort of a neutral. Okay. Now the other thing that Stampin' Up! Does is on their suites or below their DSP that they're highlighting, they show you the colors that go with it. So this one is very neutral, right? It's the smoky slate, basic gray, black, and silver, and obviously white. But I do love that. It takes the guesswork out of that. The DSP is stunning. Ellie's saying the DSP is stunning. It really is like a showstopper, isn't it? Okay, so let's get started on the card I'm making to go with my sketch. Here's the sketch as a reminder. I don't want to show you the card because that would be a secret. So let's just make it and then I'll show you. Then if I make a mistake, you won't know. Ha ha. Kidding. All right. Here is the suite. Hi, Carol. Good morning. Okay. Oh, Elaine keeps popping in and out, I think. Hi, Elaine. So here is the card base. Now the card base is a bit different. It's cut 9, so 9 inches this way by 4 1/4. So you're going to start by cutting your big piece of cardstock, your 8.5 by 11 cardstock, in half at 4 1/4. Then you're going to cut off 2 inches to make it 9 by 4 1/4. And then you're going to score it at 3 1/2 and give it a little crease with your bone folder. Okay, so that's the card base. Now, what I've done for the inside piece, so this piece in here, is I've actually gone ahead and taken a piece of shimmery white. If you can see that, our shimmery white paper is gorgeous. It's already got like a, looks like you've sprinkled embossing powder on it and made it all sparkly. So it starts off that way. And then I hope you can see because cameras are hard and the lights are hard. Let's just see. I think you can see that I've embossed this side, right? Can see that? Okay, now that is embossed with the wintry 3D folder that I talked about earlier with the penguin quit. So I wanted to just emboss this half because I wanted to leave a space where you can write. My sister Ellie's always saying, but where are you supposed to put this? Where can you write? Where can you write? And so she always reminds me it's a good idea not to just emboss everything because then how would you write on top of it, right? Okay, so I wanted it like that so that when I close it, I can just see the embossed piece. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so my favorite glue, as you all know, is my white multi-purpose. Name says it all, it's multi-purpose. If you let this glue dry on a piece of paper or anything, and you don't stick it down and you just let it turn tacky, it is a temporary glue. So that's kind of fun. All right. Okay, good. That's the base. Now, what I did was I grabbed this stamp and these words. Your kindness makes the world a more beautiful place to be. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use as my focal point. These pieces here, I have grabbed, just grab my pieces here. You want to cut 2 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 4. One's going to go this way and one's going to go that way. And then you want something on top of it, if you're following the sketch. So then you want to cut a 3 by 3 1/4 and a 3 by 3 1/4. So one is going portrait and one is going landscaped, okay? So I chose this paper, and I was going to use this side, but I thought it became a bit too dark. So I switched to the buffalo side because I think that goes, or the checkered side, I think that goes really nicely with the theme of the cabin or the cottage, right? And then we've got this piece. And then I'm going to use this piece that I've cut from the Designer Series paper with the trees already printed on it. Hi, Therese. Oh, thanks for sharing, Jan. Okay, so let's glue these together. So, I was just telling those that arrived earlier that we had a little sprinkle of rain yesterday, and it was so welcome. We need sprinkles without thunderstorms, lightning. We don't get lightning in Vancouver very often, really rare. But for the interior and our other parts of the province, I'm hoping for some just rain, drizzle, to so the ground can still absorb all that rain, but without the lightning strikes would be nice. Okay, so I'm going to glue this guy on. All right, so that's what I've got so far. Now I want to stamp something. So I've got my shimmery white paper again. Now I've cut this to the same size, I think. Yeah, same size as my DSP. So 3 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp my cabin. Okay, I'm using basic gray. I didn't want black. I thought black was too dark. And for this one, I need to leave enough room for the words underneath. So I want to start by going quite close to the top. Okay, that looks about right to me. Okay. All right. And then I might as well go in and stamp my words underneath. Get it all done. Hopefully that's straight. If not, there's 2 sides to every paper, right? Except, as my friend and customer said to me once, except vellum, which is true. If you make a mistake on vellum, you're kind of snookered. All right, now I want to cut this out so that my trees will partially show behind, right? So I'm going to grab the die that cuts out my little cabin. Let's set this aside. Now we don't have a magnetic plate for our Stamp and Emboss machines yet. So if you've got like a temporary tape, this is just Scotch removable tape, this works nicely. So I'm going to line this up. So it's going to cut out. Just want to make sure I don't cut out something I don't want to cut out, but I want to be close enough that I cut out what I'm trying to cut out. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in my Stamp and Emboss machine, the little guy. Love the little guy. And remember, I don't use the, oh, hi Janet. I don't use the plate that they tell me to, which is number 1. I use number 3 for all my embossing, or die cutting, sorry, I should say die cutting. Okay, so I've got my plate, my clear plate, my piece that I'm cutting. Let's make sure we're in screen here before I do anything else. Okay, I think I've moved it up far enough that you can see, but I'm just gonna let the, yeah, there we go. And I'm just gonna stick that on top and run it through. And you may say to yourself, why is she not using the white one? I just find that when I use this plate, it just grabs it right away. Sometimes the white one, I have to fuss around with it and it makes me crazy. So this one works 100% all the time. Oh, I'm gonna have to keep my cutter here. I'm gonna be cutting something else. Okay, so then when I take this off, you will see that it is cut through like so. Isn't that great? Yay. So let me bring back my little piece here. Now I didn't, there we go. So I want to stick that on the bottom like so. Now what I could have done, you guys, was I could have waited and stuck this on and moved this down a little bit. So I'm gonna just trim off a titch off the bottom of that. Okay, so I've got my little cutter here. Let me just trim off just a little bit to give more, so we can see more of those trees in the background. Okay, there we go. What do you think? Is that pretty? Love. All right, now I need some dimensionals because I want to give this a little bit more dimension than just flat on the paper. Okay. Need a few more dimensionals than I normally would use. This would be a good one to rip off all the sides of all my leftover pieces of dimensional. But that's okay. So I'm gonna line that up like so. All right, what do we think? We good? That's gonna go on like that. So now you only wanna glue half of this, right? Or part of this so that it's gonna sit about there. So what you can do if you want is you can turn it over and line it up where you want, and then just grab a pencil and mark that off. Sometimes I just eyeball it. So let's say, so I don't want to put glue past here, right? Okay, so I'm going to put my glue on. My fear is that I'm always going to do this upside down. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm going to put the glue on and go, oops, didn't want to do that. Let's just put this under in case my glue is a little off. Okay, that should be about right. You can just check it on the back. Yep, looks good. That looks good. Love my white glue. See, I can move it if it's not quite right. All right, so that's what I've got so far. Now, then I looked at this and I thought, well, there's so many other great pieces in here. What else could I add to this? So I added some trees. So I'm going to put this back before I lose it. Gosh, all these things fit just so, don't they? It's like a jigsaw puzzle. I think it goes like that. There we go. So I wanted to take these funny looking little trees, which are probably like a lot like of the trees in nature, actually. And they're kind of funny looking, but they don't cut out the holes. So I'll show you what it looks like when you cut them out. So here they are, three little funny little trees. And I grabbed some of the new foil that we've got in the catalog. Now this is the silver foil. Where's my other piece? There it is. They come in a pack of 3 and you get 3 distinct types. I don't know if you can see this, but this is kind of your traditional silver foil. And then this has got kind of a purple tinge to it, as does this one. Now it could be my eyes. It's just the way you look. It's almost like this one has been scraped with a wire brush. And this one's more brushed, and then this one's more just your typical one, okay? So I'm going to, thank you, Elaine. That's a lot coming from you because you are a beautiful stamper. Elaine is a phenomenal stamper, and she always comes up. We used to call her the glitter queen, but she's the 3D queen. She makes a lot of 3D stuff. Okay, so there's the 3 different types, okay? So let's cut those out with the dies. So bringing this back in. Oops. And it's going to grab. Now these ones you don't have to worry about taping down, right? Because it doesn't matter if they move a bit because you're not cutting out a specific thing. And I don't think I left myself enough of a silver to cut my big one. Oh yeah, I did. Whew. Phew. Okay. So there we go. Move these guys. Because I can cut these all at once, which saves me time, right? So I'm just going to put my top piece on. And then we're going to grab and go. Okay. Hi, Ida. Welcome. So if you guys have missed the beginning, that's okay. You can just go back and rewatch at the end because it saves and you can watch it and make a card using the sketch. I'd love for you to post any cards that you make using my sketch. I would love that. You can just do it in the comments or you can do your own little thread. So there we go. So we got 1, 2. I think these are a little bit easier to see in person than on a video. But the first thing I'm going to do is put my trees away, because if you're like me, your little trees will get lost, and then you'll be like me, going, oh no, I've lost that piece. Hi, Carol. Morning. Okay, so not doing any more die cutting. I think I'm good. Now, back to my card. So you could put these, I could have put these behind here before I glued this down, right? Or pop this up. I could put it off to the side like so. This kind of idea. But I thought, after fussing around with this for a while, I thought I'm gonna just put it inside. So I took the taller one and put some glue on it. And then we want it to be hidden behind here, so I gotta move it over far enough. I think that should be good. And then for these two little guys, I used my teeny tiny mini glue dots, which are just small enough to be used, but also hidden. So I'm just gonna put that like that. And then got this little guy like this. I don't usually put this much stuff on a card, but I love all the little elements of this so much. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Teresa. Did I say hi to you already this morning? I don't know. Or if you just joined us. So I've popped those up on the inside, so that when you close, you can't see it. Isn't that pretty? Then I thought, well, I've gone this far. I've added enough stuff. No. Let's add some of that beautiful ribbon. That beautiful white, what do they call it? It's like an iridescent, glittered organdy ribbon. Now, normally, I would tie this either in a bow or a very soft knot. But today, I'm actually going to tie it in a really tight knot. And I'll show you why. So I'm going to pull that really tight. See how that's squeezing? Normally, I wouldn't do that. I want this to be just a little bit tighter. And the trick, of course, is if you leave your ribbon on the roll as you tie it, you won't waste as much because you won't undercut and you won't overcut. You have just a little bit left like that. Okay, then I grabbed, I know those trees are so adorable. Carol, do you remember, well, this is what these trees remind me of. I don't know why. It's sort of like the one from the Whimsy one, like the Grinch trees, you know, kind of goofy looking trees. Anyways, it's just me. Simply Elegant trim. You get gold and silver. So I grabbed the silver. Is that your favorite set, Carol? I loved it too. I must say it was one of my favorites, but then I thought, oh, it's kind of limiting because, I mean, how many cabin cards can you make and you know, the paper? And then, yeah, I got it and thought, oh yeah, I'm going to show you some other samples in a minute. Okay, so I wanted to just add a little bit of silver. Okay, so there we go. All right. So there, that's the card that I came up with. Here's the sketch. Remember, go over to my blog. Oops, Stamp Crazy with Allison. So you can see today's card, which is the adorable penguins. So you can see those cards use the exact same sketch. Right? So move all this so you can see a little bit better. Move everything out of my way here, and I'll move this down a titch so you can see it a little bit better. Grinch trees. You would have trees like that at Big White. We do have a lot of those funny looking trees in British Columbia, don't we? They don't grow tall and skinny. Okay, so I'm not sure. They're very different, so I won't ask you to pick a favorite. And yeah, my sister Ellie's saying, you know, I love Joy Fold cards. She is the queen of Joy Fold cards, my sister Ellie. She makes gorgeous cards. Now, I wanted to show you, I didn't use the subtle shimmer sequins in my card today. However, the other day, I made some shaker cards on my video, my live video. So that would have been on Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock because I'm doing lives at Wednesday at 3 now too. Thanks, Jan. Thanks, Janet. It is a great sketch, isn't it? You can use it so many different ways, Janet. I agree. Okay, so if you would join me on Wednesday, you would have seen me make these little shaker cards out of our little clear envelopes. So you can see I've used two types of sequins in here, but there is the subtle shimmer ones. And here is a card with just them. Aren't they pretty? Love those. You know, this cabin, would make a really cool shaker card because you could turn it this way and you could have, that gives me an idea. Might have to make one of those now. Okay. But anyway, you can see the subtle shimmer sequins. Love those. And you get like 800. Is that 800? 800. Holy moly, 800. Okay, I promised I'd show you some other cards made with the Peaceful Place set. So here's one. Oh, I should take it out of the, just a sec here. I find that you don't take it out, the plastic kind of gets in the way. Okay, so here's one. Now, this is another set from the mini. And the name has escaped me, so let's look it up. It is Birch Trees. I love this at the back, a catalog at a glance. Have you guys seen this at the back of our catalogs where you can see stuff? Now, my only thing is they put it in page order, and I would love it to be in alphabetical order. It's just me. So it's Welcoming Wood Stamp Set, page 46. Okay, here it is. So that's what the background was of this one. And then we've got our little Grinch trees. And this is a very subtle card. This one is stamped just in the smoky slate, so quite a bit lighter. Yeah, go back and watch that video. And then you can use that cabin, Carol, to make a shaker card. Okay, and then we have this one. I never know what the name of these folds are. Do you guys know? It's sort of like a Z fold, but I'm not 100% sure. So this is very similar to my sketch today, right? Except that this one, instead of having that extra piece, has this instead, and then whoop, whoop. Is that cool? Love. Okay. Hi, Janice. Don't know if I said hello to already. Hi, Carly. My daughter's so supportive. She watches me. Thank you. And then lastly, we have this one. So this time, those trees, here we are. These trees here have been stamped and then cut out with the matching die. Oh, look, a little fox. I didn't even see my little fox. How cute is that? Okay, this one opens like this one's really cool. This one opens like a little book. Isn't that sweet? Again, I don't know the name of this type of card, but those are some samples. So yes, they are all in that gray tone that goes with the colors of the DSP, but I think they're very striking and very beautiful for winter. And even if you have a friend or family member who has a December birthday or January, February birthday, especially if you live in colder climates, I think these are beautiful for those too, right? Not just for Christmas. Sharon, did I count? Well, of course I counted them, Sharon, but I lost track at 700 and had to start all over again. She's asking me if I counted the sequence. Cheeky girl. All right. So thank you guys for joining me again today. I try and keep my videos to about 30 minutes. And I hope that's okay. Sometimes if I have extra time, I'll make more than one card like I did on Wednesday. So check out Wednesday. And remember, today, August 8th is the very last day to register for my Penguin class. You can purchase that bundle I showed you and get the class and PDF for free. Or you can just purchase the class because a lot of you are demonstrators and already have the bundles, and that's okay. You can just order the class for $22 and I send you the cards for you to make. And if you don't live in Canada, you can purchase the PDF. I think it's $12 for just the PDF, but you have to live outside of Canada for that. Okay? Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Gloria and Sarah. Thanks, Elaine. Thanks, Ellie. Oh, Pia, you just joined us. Welcome, welcome. So thank you all very much, you guys. And the next time I see you will be Wednesday at, gotta do my thing. Is it, oh gosh, I think it's 1 p.m. Pacific time. Isn't that awful? I just started doing it, so I'm trying to remember if I think I went on at, no, I went on at 3. Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. I will be live again with just whatever I feel like making. Okay. Thanks, Cindy, for sharing. Thanks, Kathy. Okay, you guys, have a great day. Happy stamping. Hope you get some stamping in.